Welcome back, everyone, to another one of Nub's Long Plays. As always, I am your host, Victor Nub, and today we're looking at The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Developed by Nintendo's EAD, otherwise known as the Entertainment, Analysis, and Development Division, formerly the Research and Development Team 4, obviously published by Nintendo and released in the United States on April 13th of 1992. So this game, along with Super Mario World, were the two games that I purchased when I first bought my Super Nintendo. I will say that although this is the second Legend of Zelda long play that we're going to be doing, this channel is not going to become entirely devoted to me doing Legend of Zelda long plays. If I did that, basically all the long play time that I have devoted to the channel would be just doing Legend of Zelda games. I did think it was important that we looked at this game in its entirety, however, because quite simply it is one of the best games ever made. And I think there are quite a few people who would tend to agree with me on that assessment. Obviously, they're showing a story here at the very beginning of the game. I'll be honest, if this is explaining the title, that would be amazing, because I have never understood what the Link to the Past actually was. I think it's just a play on words, because obviously the main character's name is Link, but you know, if you are well-versed in the lore of the Legend of Zelda games, kudos to you. I've never understood any of it, and I don't even know if I care enough to try because it's so convoluted. Basically, a different Link and a different Zelda and a different Ganon have existed for thousands of years, I guess is how it all works out. And this one is supposed to be a predecessor to the one in the original Legend of Zelda, and I believe the second game, the Adventures of Link. If that's the case, great. If it's not, I don't know if I could explain it if I was asked to draw out a map. I think they had a book. Was it Hyrule Historia or something like that that explained it all? Anyway, we're not going to worry too much about the lore of this. I think the game is pretty solid, even if you don't understand. The descendants of, you know, each of these characters were the ones that led to whatever games that came after it. I do want to point out just a little sad note, and I noticed this before I was testing the cart to get started today. This second file here is the playthrough that my mother would have gone and played through to this point, and unfortunately she never completed it. It doesn't mean she never beat the game. I'm sure she beat it a couple of times, but just a sad reminder of, you know, the inevitable march of time, and I'll leave the file as is. But let's go ahead and create a new one. We're going to go ahead and call the character the traditional name of Lunk. I think you could do lowercase letters. That's fine. We'll just leave it as all uppercase. And let's get started.
Help me. Please help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard Agahnim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Agahnim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the seven wise men's seal. ... I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me.
Lunk, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. Why do I need my sword and shield? I don't know. Don't worry about it.
All right, where's the go back to sleep button? That'd be nice if you could do that. This is an easy way to get some extra health at the very beginning of the game. Let's go ahead and crack open this. You got the lamp. Now you can light torches and see your way in the darkness. Very important item to have in the dungeon. I remember when we got this game, I don't know if this was the first one I played when I got the console home, or if I played Super Mario World, but I was blown away by the rain effects here. not just the audio, but the fact that the rain kind of moved separate from the map itself. So it was very obvious that there were multiple layers of animation going on.
What are you doing out this late, kid? You can stay up when you're grown up. Now go home.
I don't know if I ever really paid much attention to it, but that is kind of confirmation that you're just a kid in this game. And I'll go ahead and say the controversial thing, I really don't love Kid Link. I prefer, like, at the very least, teen or adult Link. I don't love listening to a little kid swinging a sword and going, hop, yeah. But, you know, much higher pitch than what I was just doing.
Help me. I am in the dungeon of the castle. I know there is a hidden path from outside of the castle to the garden inside.
Game subtly telling you to go to the castle. I will give 100 rupees to the man who finds the descendants of the wise men, the king. Interesting. Why is he so desperate to find those people? Alright, another thing that always bothered me about this game, why does it look like all the rocks in this kingdom have the number 8 carved onto the top of them? Why is 8 such a prominent number in geological whatever, and I just never understood that. Also, why are there hearts on this bridge? What is loving about this place?
Hey! You're not allowed in the castle, son. Go home and get some sleep.
I like that you see all the enemies carrying these shields and you almost don't see them ever again except for the mace-wielding knights. And I'll just call them knights. I don't know what they're actually called. I know they have names and they're probably very traditional. Yes. I know. Thank you. Fortunately, Link doesn't have the dash boots yet, so he can't run. I don't need to pick up all these, but I will because I can. I always love the face he makes here. What are you doing to that fence, Link? Alright, so this is the hole they're talking about. And Link suffered a compound fracture. The end. Uncle.
Lunk, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. I fell and broke my leg. I also suffered a compound fracture. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power on the blade. Hold the B button. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people.
Just spin in a circle? I don't think that's a secret technique. It's just you spinning in a circle.
Lunk, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... sister.
Don't have sex with her. She's your sister. Alright, we have a weapon now. Important to note that big difference between this game and, of course, the predecessors in the release order, obviously, maybe not the actual, like, timeline of the series. When Link swings the sword, he actually swings it, like in an arc. And, of course, in the first two games, he just kind of stabbed it forward. Like, he had no idea how to use the stupid thing. Alright, we're not going to spend all day chopping at bushes. Let's get to the action. And here's the secret technique that he was talking about. Alright, let's go ahead into the castle. Come here. And of course, if you want to fight an enemy, because they're all morons in these games, the traditional knights, you can just hold your sword out like this and they'll run into it. Of course, you do have to put it back out once it happens. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be an absolute expert and super knowledgeable of every path I have to take in these games, or in this game in particular, but I think I'm going the right way. I don't know. She takes me outside again, so that's not it. Go back. I think that's how you get to Agahnim. Agahnim. Alright, so go back this way. That's not it. I don't think it's upstairs. I don't know if there's anything else down here that I have to do. I do find it interesting that there is just the tiniest bit of stealth mechanics in this game. Not great. I mean, if the enemy's not looking at you, at least these guys, they have no idea you're there. And then and only then, when you walk in front of them and they look you right in the eye, do they actually start doing anything. We're fencing! I won. It's Alphabet. Alright, so we're not making a ton of progress here. There we go. See if I nail one of them. Get you! Ah, I moved. I don't think this will go down the steps. Oh, it didn't. No. Yeah, for whatever reason, the texture of the steps blocks any pots from going across them. Alright, this is the path I was supposed to take, right here. Because she's in the dungeon, and the dungeon is not upstairs, obviously. You got the map! You can use it to see your current position and the rest of the dungeon. Press X. So the nice thing about the dungeons here, as opposed to the ones that you saw in the original Legend of Zelda, obviously, it's not just a bunch of squares. The rooms are much more complex than they used to be. I do like that you can do this and sometimes hit enemies, and also you can push them off ledges. Nice touch. I think you can do both here as well that way. See ya! See ya! Of course, you don't get any of the items they drop if you do that. Uh-oh. Got him. Thought I had made too much noise. I think they can hear noises, like if you do this. They'll hear that and come running. It's an easy way to find out what would be to make some noise and see if it draws someone's attention. Yep, there you go, see? Lots of little touches that were never a part of the original Zelda or Link's Adventure. The Adventures of Link. I can't get the name right. Well, I guess it's a fair time to say I didn't own The Adventures of Link when I was a kid, and I've never actually beaten the game. That's something that we'll probably talk about when I cover that game in Rental Regrets, but I didn't love the game. Yoink. Come on, you little jerk. Gotcha. Oh, very important item. You got the boomerang. Give it a try. So I obviously have to equip it. Come on. There we go. There's my boomerang. Functions just like the original one did, which is you throw it and it just kind of stuns enemies. It never... Well, I won't say it never kills enemies. In the first game it did. In this one, I don't know if there are any. I guess maybe the little tiny blobs you can kill with this? Maybe. It's been a very long time. I don't remember if it kills anything in this game. And the big baddie is coming up. Let's grab this and pop him with the jar. And grab this and pop him with the jar. Done. You got the big key. This is the master key of the dungeon. It can open many locks that small keys cannot. So who do we do? What do we do first? Do we talk to Zelda first, or we go to the chest? I'm thinking chest. Screw you! See you, lady!
Thank you, Lunk. I had a feeling you were getting close. Lunk, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. ... Do you understand?
No, not at all. Lunk, listen carefully. I love that that's a choice. Yes, yes.
All right, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go.
And now she just kind of follows you. Doesn't do anything to help. Would have been nice if they had added something, like maybe she casts a spell every now and then that hits enemies, but no dice. Now, we'll say when we get started with the playthrough here, or as we get started with the playthrough here, rather, I'm not going to try to get every item in the game. There are certain items that are going to require a little bit more effort than they're actually worth. In particular, I'm not going to get all the heart pieces. I know it probably will upset some people who would like to see me pick up everything in the game, but it's going to be very time-consuming, especially when I don't know where everything is right off the top of my head. I'd have to look up quite a few items. That said, the very important ones I'm absolutely going to get. I'm going to get the fully upgraded sword, because that is a critical item for progression in this game. And it would make the game much more difficult if I didn't actually pick it up. If you're not fully aware of how that works, in this game you get obviously the starter sword, but then eventually get the master sword, which you can upgrade not once, but twice. There is a secret passage in the throne room that leads to the sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us. Then he turns us both in. Game over. Now we go upstairs. Uh-oh. Let's get you out of the way. Ah! Get... I always love this little detail. These curtains, you can split them open with your sword. What purpose did this serve other than they could do it? I don't think there's ever anything behind them. That ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside, and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push it from the left. I hate to say it, but this is kind of the start of when the game got the Zelda series, I should say, got a little bit too hand-holdy. I mean, that obviously, if you didn't know about it, you wouldn't be able to... You probably would have to mess around a little bit, but future games in particular, the Ocarina of Time game is where they really started just beating you over the head with how to do a good chunk of the basic stuff just early on. Okay. Oh, gotcha. I think all of these jars have, yeah, little magic pots in them. I don't think I need to actually light any. There are areas where you do need to light all of the torches just to make sure that you get a secret room to open. I don't think we're anywhere near that yet. Owie! But it doesn't cost too much in magic to actually open them. Oh, 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 you jerk. Ow! Get him. Alright. What's inside? A key.
After passing through these sewers, we will be very close to the sanctuary. Let's be careful.
Oh, very good pickup. I like those 20 gems. Oh, come on, jerk. I like that a rat would be concerned with getting wet. That's not something you should ever see in a video game where there's a sewer. Oh, come on. Gotcha. Gotcha. Get. Gotcha. Oh. Alright, so it's the one up top. And these dungeons early on aren't too complex, so it's pretty easy to figure out where you need to go, and you don't have to look at the map every time. Thankfully, that is something that they definitely got better as the series of games went on, is they made it so that you could do most of the stuff that you needed to in these games without resorting to the map nonstop. Just goes to show the benefit of experience over time, getting better at making levels that are recognizable enough by their layout that you don't have to use a map. Now, I know I've complained a lot on the channel about the fact that too many early games were not well designed enough to be able to navigate without having to look at a map constantly. Oh, nice. I think I'm maxed. No, I'm not. Oh, yeah. They don't have wallets in this one that you have to get, I don't think. And I don't remember what's inside those little bombable doors, but we will likely come back later just to find out. If it's a heart piece and it's easy to get, I mean, it wouldn't be too much work to get back. It's probably nothing worthwhile. Got some cash.
Sanctuary is just beyond that door. Pull the switch over there.
That switch over there. There's two switches. Which switch does she mean? Not that one. Ah! Did one of those snakes get killed just by touching Zelda? You have to pull the lever to open the door. Press the A button, hold down on the control pad. Yeah, I did that. Thank you. And we're here.
Princess Zelda, are you safe? Is this your doing, Lunk?
Yes, it was Lunk who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, once I have finished with you, the final one, the seal of the wise men will open. Lunk, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the 7 wise men, evil power will overwhelm the land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can... ... I sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is a descendant of one of the 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map, but watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. ...
Oh, is that the elder speaking?
I sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions. I will hide the Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. Do you understand?
Yeah, I don't want to go through that twice. And I think this is the first heart piece? No, it's a whole full heart. Hey, you found a heart container. Your heart level increased. Thank you. See you. Smash a chair on the way out. Alright, so there are quite a few things that you can do right off the bat in this game. And we will get two or three important items real quick early on, just to have them available right at the jump. One of the very first things that we want to do is we want to head to the west, because that is where the village is that they were talking about. Also, I want to swap back to the boomerang so that I can stun guys, make things a little bit easier for myself. I believe I have to go one more screen over. Yeah, because it's right down this way. Right here. Now, we probably won't need to do this. However, this is where you can go if you're ever lost in the game to find out where you need to go next, and I don't think it's free. I might be wrong. It looks like you might have an interesting destiny. May I tell your fortune? I'll make it cheap. Yeah, we'll do it once. Hocus pocus! You'll find the elder Sarasharala. Now I will take 20 rupees. I hope you will be healthy. This is also an easy way to get some health if you're out, because I think he gives you 3 hearts back. I don't think it's full health. And thankfully it wasn't as much as that could have been. Now, fun touch to this area, and we will try to be careful, because you can see on the sign here, I'm wanted. This is the criminal who kidnapped Zelda. Call a soldier if you see him. There are 2 people in this village who, if you get close enough to him, will panic, say that I'm the boy that's wanted, go hide, and a bunch of soldiers will appear and come after me. There is a heart piece down here, I believe. We'll go ahead and pick up a critical set of bombs. We do want bombs. They're not the easiest thing in the world to get without buying. They do drop from some enemies occasionally, but not all the time. A very good amount of rupees there. We do need those. Okay, so that was not a heart piece like I thought. And that's one of the 2 people that will call for help if they see you. Let's walk in his house and destroy everything because he's a dick. And this is the first game that introduces cuckoos, or chickens if you're not a weirdo. And if you attack enough of them, eventually a whole bunch will start flying off screen and attacking you, and yeah, that's a really bad thing. Alright, so this is one of the things that we needed to do here. We got to talk to this guy.
You, sir! Have you been going through life without one of my hold-anything bottles? Well, step right up and make your life complete. I've got one on sale now for the low price of 100 rupees. What do you say?
I'll take one.
Goodbye. Thanks a lot. Now hold it above your head for the whole world to see, okay? It's good for business.
This is a magic bottle. You can store an item inside and then use it later. Obviously, you can use that to store not just potions. The red ones will give you health, the green ones will give you magic, or is it the blue ones? One of them. The blue gives you... If it's not the blue that gives you magic, it's the green that gives you magic, and one of them gives you, I think, both. / go inside her house, destroy everything, again. Just one jar. And I think if you grab this and pull it, drops money? Haha! Screw you, lady! This is what you get for trying to call the cops on me. Narc. And rip up all your plants, too. Can't get to this yet, because that is a peg that you have to hit with a hammer. Alright, and this is, I believe, the little kid who is sick, and he gives us his net. You can use that to catch bugs, you can catch fairies. I think that's it. Oh, no, it's not. I can't remember what this guy does. Hi, Lunk. Sorry about my yard. It's a little overgrown. Thanks for visiting. I'm glad to have company to talk to. I will tell you an interesting story. There is a lake swimming with Zoras at the source of the river, but it is hard to find. Legend of Zora, or the Treasure of Zora, rather. The Legend of Zora. The alternative name, or it's a spin-off series, can turn people into fish. I'd love to see that. So they're kind of subtly telling you that there's an important item that you need to go get at some point up at the river, which I don't think we can do yet. I think we have to be able to pick up rocks which I don't think we can do right now. Nothing there, but here's the boy we need to talk to.
I can't go out because I'm sick. People say I caught this cold from the evil air that is coming down off the mountain. This is my bug catching net. I'll use it when I'm better, but for now, I'll lend it to you.
You borrowed the bug catching net. There may be some other things you can catch with it, too. So, the value of catching bees in this game is that if you actually manage to catch one and release it, it will attack, I think, anything, but not everything. It depends on the bug. I think some bugs will actually attack you if you catch them, and some bugs will just attack enemies.
Oh, Lunk! The rumors say you kidnapped a princess, but I still trust you.
Thank you. So we have a bombable spot on the wall here. Why does she have so many chickens in her house? I don't know. This is a problem. I'm gonna hit the chicken. Sorry, I didn't do it on purpose. And I think it's just money, but... No, it's arrows, which we can't use because I don't have a bow. Not yet. And it is my hope, although I can't make this promise, that we'll make it all the way through the first dungeon in this first episode, but we'll gauge it based on how far I get to the dungeon today in the first episode. We're going to gun for 1 hour episodes, but if things are just taking too long, it may not happen that way. Alright, there's another bombable spot on the wall right here. I think this is just more rupees. Or it might be items. Oh, it's items. Good. We got a bomb back. And the other one. Oh, and another. So this is worthwhile. And I believe we can pick up quivers and bomb bags in this game. Maybe not. It might be too early in the series to increase our stash, but I'm not 100% certain. Sorry, kid, I wasn't trying to kill you.
Hi, Lunk. Elder, are you talking about my grandpa? Okay, but don't tell any of the bad people about this. He's hiding in the palace past the castle. I will mark the spot on your map. Here you are.
Alright, thanks, kid. And the potion there is very expensive, and we could probably find it for cheaper elsewhere, but this is probably your first visible opportunity to buy one. Unlike Link's Awakening, where you are able to steal items, you can't do that in this game, as far as I know. So here's our first chance to catch a bug. Got him! You got a bee. Keep in a bottle. Probably won't do that forever, but we do have the ability to do it right now. And there's some stuff down here, but we want to go to the back side of the building in a second. Mumble, mumble.
My son really liked to play the flute, but he went to look for the golden power and has not returned. I wonder where he is, and what is he doing now?
Well, I saw her. A very nice young lady at the waterfall wishing, in the hills where the river begins. Lunk, you should meet her at least once. I'm sure you will like her.
We want to get to that chest up there. That is a very important item that we want. I'm really starting to wish we got those dash boots earlier in the game, because, boy, he does take a little bit of time to get moving. Obviously, you need the dash boots to catch this guy. He'll just run away, and you can't move fast enough to catch up to him. Alright. Oh, come on. Oh, chicken! There we go. Second bottle. So now we can put potion or a fairy in one of those. course, in order to put a fairy in there, you have to actually find one, and I don't know if there's any guaranteed spots, except for maybe the fountains, that you can ever find them. And I think I don't think there's anything we can do here yet. This is where the blacksmiths are. And you can't get to the pit underneath because I don't have a hammer just yet. He'll just tell us that he can't do anything without his partner.
If my last partner returns, we can temper your sword, but now I can't do anything for you.
Alright. Moving on. By the way, I'm not keeping track of which voices I'm using for any of these characters, so I'm probably going to start mixing some of them up. You're just going to have to bear with me. I'll do the best I can, but I can't make any promises. We do want to come back here as soon as we have the ability to do so, because this is a very critical upgrade in that pit there. And we won't be able to do that until we actually get to the Dark World, I think is what they call it. Alright, so before we go to the first area we want to get to, we want to go into the woods behind Kakariko. Kakakairo? Whatever it is. Karakairo?
Oh, it's you, Lunk. What can I do for you, young man? The Elder? Oh, no one has seen him since the wizard began collecting victims. What? Master Sword? Well, I don't remember the details exactly, but long ago, a prosperous people, known as the Hylia, inhabited this land. Legends tell of many treasures that the Hylia hid throughout the land. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged against those with evil hearts, is one of them. People say that now it is sleeping deep in the forest.
I got tongue-tied. Yes, I understand the legend.
Anyway, look for the Elder. There must be someone in the village who knows where he is. You take care now, Lunk.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that on your head. Or did I? And this is where I think the thief named Blind is?
Yo, Lunk. This house used to be a hideout for a gang of bandits.
Thieves, whatever.
What was their leader's name? Oh yeah, his name was Blind and he hated bright light a lot.
That is a very important piece of information that I don't know if I was smart enough to figure out when I was a kid. Because you get that information here, and then it doesn't actually come into play until 10 hours into the game. And they didn't do a great job of telegraphing it. Let's see, we do this one, this one. This one, this one. I think I already screwed it up. Got some money, though. That's the important part. Yeah, we'll have to come back. I don't think this is anything, but we'll try. It is something. Is it a heart piece? I think it's a heart piece. Yep, it's a heart piece. There you go. And I think these other two chests are just going to be rupees again. I believe there's a pattern there you can do that will get all 4 of them. I don't know if we have to leave to reset. No, we don't. Alright, so we'll do this one, this one, this one, this one. We'll push it this way. Open that. This. Okay, so there was a way to do it to get all 4, and I just botched. It's alright. You'll survive at home. I have faith in your ability to get over it. I say that all the time when I'm driving home from work and I have to get over and someone's being a total jerk and I gotta cut them off. I say to myself, I have supreme faith in your ability to get over it. I can't remember if you can pull trees or if you have to run into them, but I think you can get items to drop out of a good chunk of them. So obviously we don't need to be here just yet, but there is an item we want to pick up if we can right away, and I believe it's to the left. Whoa! Why are you in the bush? Stay away from the thief. We did it! We found the Master Sword! This is it! This is the Master Sword! This can't be it. But we can use it to push him away. Get out of here. If you let him bump into you, he will knock money out of your inventory, I think? Nope, we don't want to be here yet. That is the Master Sword. However, we can't actually get the item from it. Or from the pedestal, rather. We have to do a bit more journeying. This is what we're here for. This mushroom smells like sweet, rotten fruit. You can give this to someone who wants it. Ah, there's a mine there. That's not really a problem this early in the game, but much later in the game it becomes more critical that you check before you... Alright, don't kill that. You want to grab the money. Uh-oh. He's chucking the money and I can't get to where he's throwing it. There we go. Alright, and I think this is a dungeon? But I don't think there's anything we can do here yet. Hey kid, this is a secret hideout for a gang of thieves. Don't enter without permission. By the way, I heard that one of our ex-members is staying at the entrance of the desert. And I think that's pretty important because he'll do some stuff for you. In particular, you'll take a chest to him that will require his abilities to unlock, and that is how you get the other blacksmith. And now we can get the heart piece. I think that's it. There's no other areas. Nice touch of this game. If you think a wall can be bombed and you start tapping on it, it will start making a different sound when you tap it with your sword. So it's an easy way to test whether or not a bombable spot can actually be broken open. I think it works every time. I don't think the game is ruthless enough to trick you with any of those and then not give you anything for it. Alright, so let us start making our way to the... Oh, no. Continue. Continue. How do I... There we go. We gotta make our way to the X. I do want to try to find the witch's shop, which is... I want to say due east to... right above where the X is. And we're not going to worry about trying to get anything else right now. Although I think there's something... No, there isn't. I thought there was a hole in the ground right there, but no, there isn't. See? Thankfully, at just regular walking speed, Link is fast enough to run past most enemies. There we go, got some health back. I believe I can push these guys in the water. Oh no, I can't. Alright. Yep, I know. You want to kill me. Everyone wants to kill me. Stop it. Thankfully, Link does swing... Oh, look at that. I was wrong. They do have mines just about everywhere, I guess. Here's what we needed. So we want to... I think we just give it to her. I'm not going to do a voice. The smell of rotten fruit. If you give me that mushroom, I can finish my brew. Hehehehe. I think I have to actually equip it. Yep. Heh. Thank you, young man. Come back to the shop later for something good. Heh. I don't know if I have to do anything else. I think I could just walk in and they'll give it to me. Red, okay, here we go. Here's how you explain it. Red is the medicine of life. Green is the medicine of magic. Blue renews both life and magic. Here's a sample. We're going to get this. I probably shouldn't, but we're going to get it. So I have the health if I need it. I do think there's other places you can go to get it cheap. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out of here. Okay, so we do have to come back. Alright, well. Let's do this. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Out. So if you don't stun those little pickles before you hit them, they will electrocute you when you swing your sword at them. Very important not to do that. It does hurt you. I don't think it stuns you. I think it actually hurts you. Alright, well, it is... We're at the 45-minute mark, so yeah, it's going to be a long episode because I do want to get the first dungeon done in this episode. And I will do my best not to run past an hour in every single episode, but of course, some dungeons are just going to be really long. And getting to them is not going to be the fastest thing in the world. Sweet. Making some of that sweet, sweet cash back. So the entrance is up that way. I think there's a shop right here. Oh no. Even better. Get that heart back. I always found that sound very annoying, that little tweet. Little twittering sound, whatever you want to call it. So a nice touch in this game is that the shield that you start with does block some stuff. Obviously, it stopped the arrow that the enemy hit me with earlier, and it does block the rocks. Fireballs, I don't think it can stop just yet.
I am indeed Sarah Shirala, whatever. The village elder and a descendant of the 7 wise men. Oh, really?
What is he oh-reeling about?
Lunk, I am surprised a young man like you is searching for the sword of evil's bane. Not just anyone can use that sword. Legends say that only the hero who has won the 3 pendants can wield the sword. Do you really want to find it?
Your choices are... yeah, and of course. Where's the nah?
Good. As a test, can you retrieve the Pendant of Courage from the East Palace? If you bring it to me, I will tell you more of the legend and give you a magical artifact. Now, go forward to the palace.
But first, blow a hole in the back of my house. Alright, maybe he didn't say that part. A worthy trade. I got some money. Ooh. And some more money. Sorry about the hole in your house. See ya. So these statues, I believe they're called Armos. You don't even have to touch them. They'll just come alive on their own. Oh, dead end. It's been a while. I don't know the exact path for everything in this game. Aha. We have to kill this one. Actually, we didn't. I could just do this, because the entrance is right here. And by that, I meant right here. Well, that's just damned unsporting. I just whacked him in the back and then started slicing him. Here we go. First dungeon. I will say, I don't love the soundtrack for this game universally, But this song always did it for me. This one and the second dungeon theme that they have. I guess it would be the third. I just love the slow build to the song. And then once it starts going, just that digga-digga-digga-digga-digga. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. See if I can do this without getting hit. Whoop. There's a big ball coming. There it is! I made it! Get some cash. Oh, look at that money. I was worried I was going to be struggling for money at some point because I wasn't going to bother going after all the secret rupee hiding places, and that's not the case, clearly. Alright, there is the big item of the level, which is, I believe, the bow, because you use it on the boss. So these guys are a little obnoxious because they dodge your sword swings, but I think you can stun them? No, you can't. Ah, you jerk. Come on. Of course, you just pin them to a wall. They don't dodge anything. Blue ones are just obnoxious. The red ones can actually hurt you if you don't hit them every time because they throw their bones. Oh, our first tile dodge room. Nope, not yet. You can throw stuff, though. That works. Ow! You jerk. Get back. Gotcha. We're almost topped up on magic. Nice. Gotcha. You found the compass. Now you can pinpoint the lair of the dungeon's evil master. Zzz. Dungeon masters. There are multiple.
Lunk, it is I, Sarasarala. I can talk to you telepathically when you touch these tiles. Here is a hint. You can use the treasure hidden in this palace to defeat armored foes.
Okay, yeah. By the way, that makes no sense, because, yeah, obviously you can't go any further here. The weapon that we're getting is the bow. And generally speaking, I don't think when someone's wearing plate mail that a single arrow is going to do much other than bounce off the armor. Now, of course, that's not if it's point blank. If it's point blank, I suppose the draw force that you get behind your bow is going to be enough to pierce the armor if it's kind of thin, but I'm not an expert on either archery or armor, so who knows. Alright, so we need to find the big key. Until we get that, we're not going to be able to do anything. Now, this is why it was important to have the powder, which we didn't get yet, which is a shame, but whatever. Those things right there, if we had finished the trade with the witch and gotten the magic powder that she will give you, if you dump some powder on them, they'll actually turn into fairies, which is a nice little trade. Oh, crap. Okay, grab this. Ow, I missed. Come on. Got him. And then took a hit. Get. Alright, so that is it in here. I don't think there's a bombable wall. And I'm not going to outright say they never telegraph bombable walls, or they don't always telegraph the bombable walls with like a little crack. I think there might be some that don't have a crack and you could still blow them up. Shoot. Alright. Gotcha. Haha. Oh, went too early. Oh, come on. Ooh, I'm lucky. That should have been a hit. Alright, let's do this with the pot, because that's going to kill him. Gotcha. Whoa! Switch to get the key. Yep, big key. Whoa! Alright, nothing down here. You don't want to let those touch you because along with the damage that you would normally receive by getting hit by an enemy, they will actually suck out some magic, just like they did there. And I don't know if there's anything we didn't do yet. I guess there's some rooms to the east. It's alright. If we don't get to them, we don't get to them. I think the only thing left to find is the map. Come on. Pop. I believe the bow is good for hitting these guys. Maybe. You found the bow. You can shoot arrows until you run out. And, uh-oh. Here comes some... Alright, so this is probably where they want you to start... Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, good lord. Don't die this early! Whew. I believe we can get some health down here. Yes, we can. Very good. So, I'm gonna get rid of the bug so that I can pick up the fairy. Got it. Got a fairy. Keep in the bottle. The reason for that is, if you die, the fairy will actually save you. There we go. Thankfully, they do give you some arrows back. Let's see. Just go to the right, but I don't think there was a way up unless it was up there. To the right. Well, how far back do I gotta go to get to that room? So I really don't want to spend a ton of time trying to go back for stuff that it really won't serve me in any positive way to complete. Ah, I missed. Get out of here. Alright, let's go. Out of the way. Out of the way. Yeah, there's another room on the right side here we can enter. Right there. I think all this is going to do is give me the map. Maybe. That's not even a guarantee. Oh, what a whiff! Yes, it does kill them. Very good. Of course, you have to hit them with the arrow in order for it to kill, but whatever. I don't want to burn through all of these, because we do need these arrows for the final... Oh. Room. Hey! Hey! Whoa! Those bounces aren't as easy to read as I would have hoped. There's the map. Alright, so... we're not that far from the first boss. I'm happy that it wasn't going to be as much of a challenge to get to as I was thinking. I think the second area is a much bigger map. But even then, it's not a huge one. And we got some arrows back. Very good. And I'm topped off on magic and a bomb. Look at this. Another big improvement to this game that it's one of those things you don't think about really, because I mean, how often do you actually use it? But you can actually move diagonally in this game, which is something you could not do in the first game. It was either left, right, up, or down, and that was your entire movement set. Now, how much of it am I actually using here? Obviously not a ton, but it's an ability you have the right and ability to do. Oh! Ooh! That almost didn't work out in my favor. Let's grab a jar. Chuck it, whoa. At his head. Gotcha. And there's the key. Tell you, a disappointing miss on their part here is that when you pick up the big key in the dungeon, it doesn't unlock all the doors for you. Would have been a nice touch. Oh, big money. Look at this. These are all fivers. You just have to risk your life. Oh, oh, and we did it. Nice. I'm going to have a full wallet probably before the end of the second episode. That's unbelievable. Not even hunting for this money, and I'm getting it in droves. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Turn that back on. And I can't pick up anymore! I knew it was going to happen eventually. Alright, so we'll try to do one at a time. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Got my health back. And got my arrows back. Oh. I don't remember which one it is. Let's see if I can do this without getting hit. Oh. Got it. Hey. Ho. Alright. Look at that. Pure skill, baby. Got one. I don't think this will kill him. Oh, look at that. Picked him up just before they failed. So here's the boss. Or not. I was so convinced. I was like, I got this. I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to try to peg him. Nope. Oh, shoot. Oh! Oh, I missed! All the times. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah. So I thought, alright. Come on. Got him. And got him. And we got most of our arrows back. And now we got them all. Alright. And here's the boss. Alright, this time it was. Alright, let's see if we can do this without running out of arrows. I missed one. Not a good start. Oh! We're doing alright right now. I've missed 2. Ah, 3. I think I can use the bow to, or the sword to kill some of them. And once we get down to 2, I think they also start doing some weirder stuff, like they try to stomp on me. Yep, right there. Oh! Gotcha. Gotcha. Done. I think this might be the first game where you don't have to pick up all the hearts in each room. No! In the first game, you didn't have to pick them up. I mean, if you're the kind of sociopath that likes a challenge, I suppose you could make the game harder for yourself if you wanted to, but why would you do that? You won the Pendant of Courage. Take it to Sahasrahla. 2 pendants remain. Oh, look at that little pose. Alright, so the bow is good for some things, but this ain't one of them. Well, that's not true, actually. It is very good for taking these guys to task, but I'm not going to do that. I think. If you hit them in the back of the head, I think if they're facing you, they have a shield and it will stop the arrow. Maybe? Let's get to the bottom. We're going to go to... Well, probably should have pathed to Sahara, the guy before I jumped off the ledge there, but this might have been faster. It's alright. He's right here. Yep.
Oh, you got the Pendant of Courage. Now I will tell you more of the legend. 3 or 4 generations ago, an order of knights protected the royalty of the Hylia. These knights of Hyrule were guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the Great War against evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the Knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see. Lunk, I believe you. You should get the remaining pendants. And carry this with you. This is a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it.
Boots! It gives you the Pegasus shoes. Now you can execute a devastating dash attack. Hold the A button for a short time.
A helpful item is hidden in the cave on the east side of Lake Hylia. Get it.
Alright. Well, I don't think there's anything left in here, right? No, there is not. That is going to be a good stopping spot for the first episode. I'm happy that we got through the first dungeon in a relatively tight period of time, because I was worried this might make it a longer episode trying to do the escape from Hyrule Castle and also the first dungeon that we had to complete, but we managed to get it done in an hour and some change. So that's going to do it for episode 1 of my long play of A Link to the Past. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.